How to order in a French cafe in French. In this episode, I'll explain the basic talk when you enter a cafe or a bar, how to order in French in a cafe. We'll see some tips to remember easily how to order in French, and one thing you should never say in a French cafe or any restaurant. I'm Thomas and I teach French, so let's get into it. When you go into a cafe, you first go and see the waiter or the waitress and you say bonjour, good day. We are, let's say, 3 people. The most simple, direct and natural way of saying how many of you are is on est 3 in this case. On is we in spoken French. Et is to be for we are in spoken French, and the S and T are silent. They are just here to remind us that the E is pronounced E. On est 3. 3 for 3. 3. Then you'll have to say if you're here to eat or for a drink. In this case, 2 and 4 are the same word in French. Pour. When 2 actually means in order to, the idea of a goal with a verb, while 4 is the idea of a goal with a noun. In French, the goal idea is always pour, verbs and nouns. So, to eat, pour manger, to have a drink, pour prendre un verre, to take a glass in French. And I'm going to insist on to take, prendre in French, that you can reuse in many occasions. For to have a drink, a coffee, a juice, a beer, any dish, anything you can eat or drink, prendre. To remember that prendre is related to the word préhension, the act of taking or grasping. Préhension, préhension, prendre. So good afternoon, we are 3 for a drink. To take a glass. Bonjour, on est 3 pour prendre un verre. Just after that, there are 2 keywords that you should not miss. The waiter or the waitress will probably ask you en terrasse ou à l'intérieur. It will be faster, but you'll be able to catch en terrasse, on the terrace, outside in the sitting area, ou for or, intérieur like interior, so inside, à l'intérieur. Once you're sitting at your table and you've had the time to choose what you'll have, the waiter or the waitress will ask you, est-ce que vous avez choisi? When you hear est-ce que, that means it's a question. It's actually a yes-no question. Vous avez choisi, you have chosen. Chosen is choisi. And the question can be, vous avez choisi? You have chosen, without the est-ce que, which is not mandatory, just with the intonation that's even more common in French than in English. A coffee, please. Un café, s'il vous plaît. Please is plaît, and we actually say if it pleases you. S'il vous plaît. This is the magic expression to ask anything in French that really softens the question. 1 pint of beer, please. Une pinte de bière, s'il vous plaît. An apple juice, please. Un jus de pomme, s'il vous plaît. And you can also elaborate thanks to the verb to take in French. Do you remember how to say to take in French? It relates to the word préhension. So to take is prendre. So you can say I'm going to take a coffee. Je vais prendre un café, s'il vous plaît. I'll have or I'm going to take a coffee, please. Prendre is very useful.
Je vais prendre un imhotep. 2.
Be careful, there's one trap to avoid. In some cafe or bars, you have to go to the counter, to the bar, to order. In this case, the waiters can tell you service au bar for bar service. Or it will be written on boards and you'll have to see it. And when at last you want to pay, you ask for the check, which is l'addition, like an addition. Because we kind of see the check as mathematics, as a list where you add all the prices and you have to pay the sum. So, l'addition, s'il vous plaît? Now, warning. I don't know if you've been taught to say garçon to call the waiters. And let me know in the comments if you have. But nobody says that. Garçon means boy, and really it sounds bad.
Garçon!
So if you want to ask something to the waiter, just say excuse me, excusez-moi,
Excusez-moi.
So we are three for a drink, to take a glass. Think of prehension, prendre. On est trois pour prendre un verre. En terrasse ou à l'intérieur. This one is almost like in English. It's more a matter of French accent. Chosen is choisi. Vous avez choisi? Un café, s'il vous plaît. And l'addition, s'il vous plaît. Since you're likely to meet people in a cafe or in a bar, and maybe to meet them for the first time, I suggest you to learn the most common French greetings. Thanks to this video over here. Right here.